Hello everyone, welcome to this quick tutorial on Python. Easy Python Essentials for new learners. Python is a powerful and beginner-friendly programming language known for its simplicity and versatility. It's used in so many fields, whether you are building websites, analyzing data, automating tasks, or even creating artificial intelligence, Python has got you covered. In this session, I'll guide you through the essentials on Python programming. So let's get started. So first, what is Python? It's a high-level programming language. We know programming languages are broadly classified into high-level programming language and low-level programming language. And Python is a high-level programming language. See, computer cannot understand high-level programming languages. It has to be converted to a machine language. So we have two types of translator programs. They are compilers and interpreters. These are translator programs to translate a high-level programming language to machine language. Here, Python use interpreter to translate Python program to a machine readable form, that is machine language. These interpreters executes the codes line by line. But in compilers, they will compile the full program in one go. Next is Python is versatile. It is used in many fields like web applications, game development, rapid prototyping, database applications, etc. So Python is high level, it is interpreted language and it is versatile. First, how to download Python? You can open the browser and type this web address, that is www.python.org/downloads. This is the website. From here you can download the exe file. On the download page you will see a button for downloading the latest Python version for your operating system. Then click on the button and download it. Once the installer is downloaded, double click the exe file. In your downloads folder, the exe file will be there. Double click on the exe file to run it. Then click install now and follow the prompts to complete the installation. After that, you can open Python IDLE. Now writing your first program. In Python, to display the output, we use print statement. We use print statement to display the output in Python. I will open the IDLE. This is the IDLE. If you write print and in the bracket, hello world in quotes. See, this hello world is enclosed in quotes. This is how we write a print command. Print, open and close the bracket. Inside the bracket, you have to pass the string. What we need to print, that has to be passed. Now, what will be printed? See, hello world is printed. This is how we display the output in Python. Next, variables and data types in Python. In Python, variables store the data values. For example, a equal to 10. A is a variable. It stores a value 10. Now, when we print a variable should not be enclosed in quotes. Here, this hello world is not defined before. This is not a variable. That's why we enclosed it in double quotes. That we will learn in the coming slides. So, here, if I write b equal to 20, b is the variable, stores the value 20. And when you print b, what will be printed? Print, open the bracket, b, what will be printed? 20 will be printed. Now, if I enclose this b in quotes, what will be printed? If it is inside in quotes, if it is enclosed in quotes, that b will be printed. Whatever is there inside the code, it will be printed as it is. So if it is not in quotes, it will check whether the variable is defined before or not. If it is defined, that will be printed. If it is not defined, it will throw error. For example, I will print C. C is not there inside quotes and C is not defined before, right? So what will be printed? It will be an error. That is variables. Next is data types. So we can use different types of data in Python. They are string, integer, float, boolean, list, etc. Many data types are there. Important ones are strings, integers, float, boolean, list. First one is string. String is a value enclosed in single quotes or double quote or triple quote. For example, name equal to Amaya. See, this is a string. Now the data type of the variable name is a string, because we stored a string in the variable name. So the data type of name is string. When we print name, what will be printed? What is stored in the variable name, that will be printed. Amaya will be printed. So the data type of name is string because this is a string. What is a string? It can be letters or numbers or combination of letters, numbers or special characters. If it is enclosed in single quote or double quote or triple quote, that is called a string. Now next is integer. So data like name, address or our passport number, for all this we use string. The data type must be string. And the roll number. What should be the data type of the roll number? It's an integer. It will be an integer, right? So if I write Rn for roll number equal to 30, the data type of this Rn, this variable Rn is, it is an integer. A equal to 100. What is the data type of A? A is int. We can use this type function to find the data type of a variable. See, it belongs to class int. So int is the data type of variable A. Next is float. If we store a decimal value in a variable, say 10.0, this is a decimal value. The type of this variable A will be float. If I print type A, it is float. Phi equal 2987.50. What is the data type of phi? The variable phi, it is float. Next is boolean. We have two boolean values. They are true and false. See this true, the T must be in capital letter, true and false. These are the two boolean values, true and false. List. List is a collection of values enclosed in square bracket. See, this is a square bracket. Inside the square bracket, I am writing some values. This is called a list, a collection of values. It can be of different data types. See, 1 is integer, 2 integer, 3 integer, A is a string, right? So collection of values enclosed in square bracket is called a list. Next, basic arithmetic operations in Python. See, these are the basic arithmetic operators: plus, minus, star, slash. This is called modulo operator, mod. This double slash is for integer division. Plus is for addition, minus for subtraction, star for multiplication, slash for division, modulo for remainder, double slash for integer division. I'll define the variable x equal 10, y equal 20. Now what is x plus y? What will be printed? 20 plus 10. 30 will be printed. X minus y minus 10. X star y, star is for multiplication. So 200 will be printed. X slash y, I'll do y slash s. This will do the division. 2.0. So when we divide, always the result will be in float. Now if we use y double slash s, let x equal to 29 and y equal to 2. X by y, what is the value? X divided by y. X slash y, slash is a division operator, we will get this 14.5. Now x double slash y, what will be returned? The integer part will be returned, so we will get 14. Now x modulo y, what will be the output? X modulo y, the remainder will be returned. 29 will be divided by 2 and the remainder will be written. What is the remainder? 1. So these are the basic arithmetic operations or operators. Next, relational operators. See, these are the relational operators: greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, not equal to. These are the relational operators. So the result of the relational operators will be a Boolean value. Which are the Boolean values? True or false, right? So the result of the relational operators will be a Boolean value. For example, A equal to 100, B equal 50. Now A greater than B. Greater than is a relational operator. A greater than B. Is it true? That is 100 greater than 50. It is true, right? So Boolean true will be returned. Now A less than B. True or false? This is false, so false will be returned. A equal to B. True or false? False. So false will be returned. A not equal to, this is not equal to A. Not equal to B. This is true, so true will be returned. So these are the relational operators. Next, conditional statements in Python. If else, this is the conditional statement in Python. So here we will check for a condition. If the condition is true, a set of statements will be executed. If the condition is false, another set of statement will be executed. Here, this is the format. If, then we will write the condition, colon. If, condition, colon. Then write the if statements. After that, else, colon. Then write the else statements. Suppose the condition in the if is true, what will happen? The if statements will be executed. The else statements will be omitted. Suppose the condition in if is wrong, that is false, what will happen? The statements in the if will be omitted. The statements in the else will be executed. This is how it works. So here in this example, age equal 18. This is a program to check whether a person is a minor or an adult. So we will input the age first, that is age equal to 18. So we are checking if age greater than or equal to 18. If this condition is true, is it true? Yes, it is true, right? It is equal to 18. So here it is greater than or equal to. So the condition is true, what will happen? The statement, if statement will be executed. That is, you are an adult will be printed. Else part will be omitted. This is how if else works. Here, a equal to 10. If a greater than 10, print high. Print high. Else print hello. Now what will be printed? Here a equal to 10. What is the condition? If a greater than 10. So is this condition true? No, this condition is not true. So what will happen? The if statements. Here we have only one statement in if, that is print high. It will be omitted. What will be printed? What is there in the else part, that will be executed. That is print hello. Hello will be printed. Next is loops. These are used for iteration or repetition. If we want to repeat a set of statements based on a condition, we use loops. We have two different loops in Python. They are for loop and while loop. So first one, for loop. Here you can see for I in, then you can see a list. Here in this sequence, 5 different elements are there, right? So what will happen? The statements in the for loop will be executed 5 times. This will be executed 5 times. So how many elements are there in the list? Those many times the statements in the for loop will be executed. And here you can see for I in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Print I. Now for each execution, I takes the value of the element in the list. In the first execution, it will take the first value. Second execution, second value. Third value. Fourth execution, fourth value. Fifth execution, fifth value. So here how many elements are there in the list? 5 elements. So how many times print I will be executed? 5 times. Right. In the first execution, what is the value of I? The first element in the list, 1. So what will be printed? 1 will be printed. Second execution value of I is 2. So 2 will be printed. Third execution, 3. 3 will be printed. Fourth, 4. 4 will be printed. 5 will be printed. For I in Python. Here instead of list, I am giving a string. Now when we print I, what will be printed? String is also a sequence. So each character in the string will be printed. So how many characters are there in the string? Those many times the statements in the for loop will be executed. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 times this statement print I will be executed. And in each time, what will be the value of I? Each character. In the first execution, the value of I will be P. Second execution, Y. Third, T. Fourth, H. Then fifth, O. Sixth, N. So this will be printed. And when we execute this program, see, this is the output. Next is while loop. Here in while loop, first we check for a condition. And as long as the condition is true, the statements inside the loop will be executed. Here, see count, a variable count equal to 0. Count is initialized to 0. While count less than 5. Is it less than 5? Yes, 0 less than 5. Now what will happen? Print count. What is the value of count? 0. 0 will be printed. This is same as count equal to count plus 1. Either we can write count plus equal to 1 or we can write count equal to count plus 1. Okay. So now what will be the value of count? What is the new value of count? It is, first it was 0. Now it is 0 plus 1, 1. Right. Again it will check for the condition. 1 less than 5. Yes, it is less than 5. So count will be printed. What will be printed? 1. Now again we are changing the value. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 less than 5. Yes, 2 will be printed. Again the value of count is 3. 3 less than 5. Yes, 3 will be printed. Here again we are changing the value. Count equal to count plus 1, that is 4. 4 less than 5. Yes, it will be printed. Again we are changing the value. Count equal to count plus 1, that is 4 plus 1, 5. We'll check for the condition. 5 less than 5. Is it true? No, it is not true. So it will come out of the loop. This is how it works. So what will be the output here? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is the output. Next is functions in Python. So if we define a function once, we can use it anywhere in the program. So if we want to execute same commands, we don't have to write it again and again. We can define it as a function. So we use def, then function name, then pass the arguments. For example, here I am defining a function sum a b. So here I have two arguments. The values we pass to a function, they are called arguments. Okay. Now here s equal to a plus b. I want to execute these statements when I call this function sum. Print s. Now I am going to call this function, that is sum. Here I will write 10. Now what will happen? It is already defined, right? So it will call this function, and what is there inside? What is the value of a? 2980. What is the value of b? 10. So s equal to 2980 plus 10, and s will be returned. See, 2990 will be returned. This is how function works in Python. So you have taken your first steps in the world of Python. Keep exploring and building on this knowledge. In the coming tutorials, we will learn more about the conditional statements and the loops. Thank you.